Let me make a small comment, please. Nigerians should be happy. I should say congratulations to Nigerians. Something is ending and a beginning is coming. Nigeria has been playing politics without conscience, without principle, and without consistency. I think that God has taken over and to dominate man's mess up of God's design for Nigeria's greatness, superpowerdom, and raising the respect and dignity of all blacks. Things are bound to change. Yes, we said we do not need anybody from the Southeast to go for vice president. You see, when there is no conscience in politics, there will be no principle. And without principle, there can be no consistency. Now, we at the Igbo Elders Group have principle, have consistency. We've said we don't want a vice president from our side. We want president. That's it. And now we haven't got it from the major parties. We don't want them to give us vice president either. So we work for president. And as it is now, we are, I think, not unlucky. The PDP, the APC, these two have reached the highest level. The highest bidders have taken everything. And we are not among the highest bidders. Our people make money from their sweat. So we are not regretting too much what happened. But so many things have gone wrong, even from among ourselves. Our leadership has not been clear and has not been strong enough to introduce discipline in the behavior of our political parties. As you saw, you can say APC didn't give us, PDP didn't give us, even though we have been sacrificial and for PDP. But we got something from Labour, and God knows what his plans are. The desires of God is for greatness for this country. The resources in manpower and material God gave Nigeria is for superpowerdom, not for these things we are doing. And if it is a matter of highest bidder, I think it is over for PDP. It is over for APC. Something else must happen. God has taken over Nigerian politics to impose his will, to dominate over man's mess up of God's design. This is how I see what is going on. But I'm not a prophet. I'm not even spiritual. But this is how politically I see the situation.
Well, sir, you don't have to be a prophet. You have your own perspective. And what might that something that have taken over, what might that be? Since you've ruled out APC, you ruled out PDP, what exactly do you think could be God's design?
Well, for me, I think we are coming out of a certain politics to something more relevant, more developmental, and more positive in Nigeria. If you can see some people rejoicing, they're not rejoicing because they will make personal gain from what is unveiling. If Peter Obi becomes president of Nigeria, you will hear many people jumping up and dancing and saying, Nigeria has come alive. There will be no Almajiris anymore. They will be eliminated. They will be helped to survive. There will be no urban Talakawas anymore. Nobody has a destiny of poverty. Nobody. So Nigeria will explode in economic development. And P2B can fix Nigeria. And it is not for the interest, not for the benefit of Igbo. No way. Some Igbos don't understand. P2B is just a gift of God to all Nigeria. The Fulani will be stable in the country and not want to dominate everybody. The Igbo wants a level playing ground. The Yoruba is very successful already. The same way goes with all the small groups. And this is a turning point for our country. I'm proud of it. I'm happy to tell anybody who is listening that a change is coming. We kept talking about new Nigeria, new Nigeria. That new Nigeria is being manifested. And that's how I see it.
Okay. A new Nigeria is coming. A change is coming. It's being manifested. Your candidate is Peter Obi. You think can get the job done. How will he win the Southeast? Will the Ohadeze Ndigbo formally endorse him? Will Governor Omahi turn around and say that we'll help Peter Obi because he said the vote in Ebonyi is for Tinubu? What will happen?
Yeah, we have internal problems. I mentioned our weakness in leadership that can impose discipline. But this man is my personal friend. Omahi, every Christmas he brings rice to my house. But you know, there are some people who don't understand the ABC of Nigerian politics. Omahi decamped from PDP. And I saw him in the presence of Pius Anyim's house, where he came to lobby for Pius to join him. I later discovered Pius refused. But instead of thinking of why Pius refused, he still went ahead and joined APC. How many people followed him? Now, Omahi, as governor, and even chairman of governors, comes out directly against the interest of his people. I have read so many things about him, how he has brought in people who killed his own people. And this time around, I think I will appeal to him, and I will go personal to him and tell him to recant and make a different statement from what he said. It helps him nowhere. It doesn't help anybody from the Southeast. And what is worse, his position cannot help Nigeria. We are more interested in blacks, all blacks on earth. This is why God gave us some destinies he gave us. So if a person like chairman of Eastern Governors says his people should not vote Peter Obi, he's talking for himself. And he must withdraw it fast. He must withdraw that statement very fast. So we are prayer people. Very soon you will hear there will be an Igbo-wide prayer to God to say, forgive us for all our trespasses and help us help Nigeria. We are not talking to help us alone. Help us help Nigeria to lift the position of blacks in the world. And the blacks need to take a position in the world. Look at the United Nations. They are there and people are being mauled and killed in Ukraine. This is not what God created us for. God created the black man first to begin with. And the black man has resources in every way to affect how the world goes. But because of our problem and then the slave trade, etc., we find it necessary for the black Americans to say Black Lives Matter. When Nigeria takes its rightful position in the scheme of things in the world, everybody will know that Black Lives Matter. It's not a matter of, we are fighting in Nigeria among ourselves and killing ourselves. It's not our job. God designed us to lead blacks on earth. And we are about to begin that job.
Okay, beyond all of this, President of Southeast Extraction, your preferred candidate, Peter Obi, and all the other issues we've been discussing. What's your impression so far about the present political process leading up to 2023 general elections? Some people have expressed concerns about religion, about ethnicity, and also about the monetization, the reign of bribery in the process. What's your take on some of these issues?
Well, let me start with some of that things we don't control. I arrived Nigeria as an Igbo. I didn't choose to be an Igbo. I arrived Nigeria, having arrived as Igbo, as a Christian also. I didn't choose to be a Christian. My friend Musa arrived in Kano. He didn't choose to be Fulani or Hausa. He also didn't choose to be a Muslim. But these things were done by God, whom all of us worship. How does it become me to go and fight against people? I invited Mietiala here. I invited Gumi. I invited some people who have independent thinking. Eventually, we couldn't meet because I didn't have enough money to pay for ticket and this. If anybody is listening to this and wants it to go on, let him help me. I didn't have the money for ticket and hotel accommodation. But we need people who will think away from ethnicity. I'm Igbo. Who makes me Igbo? God only. I don't know when he decided. I didn't know what Igbo is. It's something I arrived and found myself Ezife, and I find everybody there is Christian. And I'm also Christian. And take the Quran, read it clearly. Take the Bible, read it clearly. And you find no serious difference between the two holy books. And in chapters of the Quran, Allah made it clear that He sent the holy book of our Bible, He sent the gospel, and He sent also, according to the Quran, the Muslim religion. But I don't think that we should, because of religion, because of tribe, kill ourselves, reduce our position in the world of politics. No, we should exploit them. God gave us tremendous human resources, many talents from many tribes, but lack of leadership made it difficult for us to realize where we belong. Now, money. When you lose conscience, and nothing else is left but comprehensive corruption in every way. Comprehensive corruption in every way. Now, we are saying we want Igbo Southeast president of Southeast Extraction. Many of our delegates did not vote for any Southeast person because of what? Money. And then the state of the economy, poverty. Do I have that money to give them? Bullion vans started bringing dollars now, not naira. Bullion vans were bringing dollars to the event areas, the primary activities. And even the dollar was effective enough to affect the price of money, the exchange rate in Nigeria. So we came to PDP. The dollar man, my friend, the former vice president, he came to APC. My friend, Tinubu, unleashed dollar. Even many of the people, he sponsored them to buy 100 million naira application form. And when the time comes, they step down for him. And then he shared money to people. Let me let you know, I contributed to Tinubu becoming a governor in Lagos State. And Tinubu was the only human being who supported me financially when they kidnapped my wife. So I'm not saying anything personally against him. But if I have a vote, I won't vote for him because I don't want him to go and die there. Also, it is not, I think, the Yoruba and the Igbo are the main reasons why we have problems in Nigeria. Because they misunderstood themselves from 1952. They misunderstood themselves. If the Yoruba and the Igbo are to understand themselves and love Nigeria jointly, all this domination of any group in Nigeria will be a dead thing. And the country will take its own position in the world. And the Yoruba better wake up. Igbo, wake up. If you talk to Igbo man, say, Yoruba will never change. They talk to Igbo, Yoruba, Igbo will never change. We will keep fighting. Now, change is coming. Let not the Yoruba go supporting Tinubu and the supporting our friend. So I think the time has come for melting. Let Nigeria take advantage of God-given advantages. Let the Igbo and the Yoruba mix, integrate, and work together. Let the Fulani know they are a minority. But let Igbo and the Yoruba know we need the Fulani. They have strategic thinking ability. And they have special role to play for the success of Nigeria. And every group in Nigeria, no group can work out of a Nigerian system that is effective. So please, I'm appealing to all. I appeal to all Nigerians to pray. The Igbo will have maybe 3 days of prayer. And every woman, anywhere he is, will pray at a given hour so that we stop making shame of ourselves. All the good gifts of God, sometimes we throw them with our bad mouth. Sometimes we are arrogant in the extreme. We need a change in Nigeria. And that change is coming. Let nobody block it by giving us all kinds of fake stories and arrogant propaganda.
Well, thank you very much.
Igbo ndị ọma m ji eme ọnụ, ya dịrị unu mma. Na nrọpụta nke a na-arọpụta iji wee hụ onye ga-anọchi anya onye isi ala na otu pati dị iche iche abụrụla nnọọ nke were ọnọdụ, ebe otu pati dị iche iche ahọpụtala ndị ga-anọchi anya ha. Ndị Igbo na-atụ anya na ọ bụ ha ka ọ ruru ịbụ onye isi ala. Ma dịka ọ si gbatakwuru, otu pati niile nọ na Naịjirịa bụ otu pati ụkwụ siri ike enweghị ndị họpụtara onye Igbo dịka onye nnọchite anya ha, na-abụghị otu Labour Party bụ onye họpụtara onye Igbo dịka onye nnọchite anya ha. Nke a mere olileanya ndị Igbo ji sie ike n'otu Labour Party. Ọ bụrụ na ile anya n'ihe onyonyo a, ị ga-ahụ aka chịbụrụ Anambra steeti bụ Chukwuemeka Eze-Ife ka a na-agba ya ajụjụ ọnụ. A gara n'iru jụọ ya gịnị ka ọ nwere ikwu n'ihi na otu PDP ahọpụtala onye nnọchianya ha wee na-ele anya ka ahọpụta onye ga-esochi ya. A jụkwara ya na ọ ga-amasị ya ka onye Igbo bụrụ osote onye isi ala, ka ọ ga-amasị ya ka onye Igbo bụrụ onye isi ala. Ọ zakwara ha sị tupu ya gaa n'iru ịza ha ajụjụ na o nwee ihe a nwere ikwu. O kwuru na ọ dị nnọọ ka Chineke ọ chọghọ ịza ha ekpere, na o nwere ihe Chineke chọrọ ime n'ala Naịjirịa. Ọ gakwara n'iru kwuo na ala Naịjirịa anaghị achị achịchị ka esi achị. O kwuru na ọchịchị ha abụghị nke onye ukwu na onye nta, na ọ dị ọtụtụ ihe bụ ihe na-eme n'ala Naịjirịa bụ ihe na-ekwesịghị ekwesị. Ọ gakwara n'iru kwuo na ọchịchị Naịjirịa mgbe ụfọdụ abụghị ihe dị n'iwu. O kwukwazịrị na obi dị ya mma dịka otu Labour Party si wee họrọ onye Igbo dịka onye nnọchiteanya ha. O mekwazịrị ka anyị mata na ọhaneze ndị Igbo ya na ndị Igbo leaders ekwuola na onweghị onye Igbo ọbụla ga-abụ osote onye isi ala, na ihe a chọrọ n'ala Igbo bụ ọchịchị onye isi ala. Ọ gakwara n'iru kọtọọ omume ndị APC ya na ndị PDP. O kwukwara na otu pati ndị a bụ otu pati ndị Igbo na-eme ọfụma n'ime ha. Na mwute, ọ kwukwara na otu ndị a egwuola ojoro dị iche iche iji wee napụ ndị Igbo isi ala. Ọ gakwara n'iru katọọ omume dị otu a ma kwukwa na obi bụ ya aṅụrị ịhụ na ndị Labour Party nabatara ndị Igbo dịka onye isi ala, ma tikwa mkpu n'oke olu kwuo na onweghị onye Igbo ọbụla nke ha na-akwado ka ọ bụrụ osote onye isi ala, kama ọ ga-abụ onye isi ala. A gakwara n'iru jụọ ya gịnị ka ọ chere na Chineke chọrọ ime n'ala Naịjirịa. Ọ zakwara ha sị na ala Naịjirịa chọrọ isi n'ọchịchịrị wee pụta, na ihe mgbanwe na-achọ ịbata n'ala Naịjirịa. O kwukwara na ihe achọwaghị ịbata n'ala Naịjirịa, na ọ bụrụ na enye Peter Obi ọchịchị isi ala na a ga-enwe ezigbo mgbanwe n'ala Naịjirịa, na agaghị enwe agụrụ n'ala Naịjirịa, na ihe isi ike ga-agba ọsọ n'ala Naịjirịa. O kwukwara na agaghị enwe ndị alamajiri. Gakwa n'iru mee ka anyị mata na onweghị onye Chineke kere ka ọ bụrụ ogbenye, na ọ bụ ajọ ọchịchị na-etinye ọtụtụ ndị mmadụ n'ọnọdụ ọjọọ. O kwukwara na ọ bụrụ na enye Peter Obi ọchịchị isi ala, na ihe akụ na ihe nwe nke ndị Naịjirịa ga-abawanye. Ọ gara n'iru mee ka anyị mata na ọ bụghị sọsọ nke ndị Igbo, na ọ ga-abụ nke onye ukwu na onye nta. O kwukwara na mgbanwe abatawago n'ala Naịjirịa, na enwego Naịjirịa ọhụrụ dịka ya si ahụ. A gakwara n'iru jụọ ya kedu ka Maazị Peter Obi ga-esi enwe mmeri n'ala Igbo, ma ndị ọhaneze ndị Igbo ọ ga-akwado ya. A jụkwara ya ma Dave Umahi ọ ga-akwado Peter Obi, n'ihi na ha nụrụ na Dave Umahi kwuru na ndị a ga-atụnyere n'obodo ya bụ Ebonyi steeti bụ Tinubu. Ọ gakwara n'iru zaa ha na Dave Umahi bụ ezigbo ọyị ya nwoke, na ya dị na mma nke ukwuu. Ọ gakwara n'iru mee ka anyị mata na Dave Umahi nwere ihe ọ na-aghọtaghị banyere ndọrọndọrọ ọchịchị. O kwuru na mgbe Dave Umahi gara hụ Pius Anyim na ọ nabataghị ya, na ọ gakwara n'iru banye etu APC bụ nke ọ kọtọrọ. O kwuru mgbe Pius Anyim na-anabataghị ya, na o kwesịrị ịma na o nwere ihe kpatara ya. O kwukwara na ọtụtụ mgbe ka ya na-anụ na Dave Umahi kpọtara ndị bịara na-agbagbu ndị Igbo, ma kọtọkwa ọnọdụ dị otu a. Ọ gakwara n'iru kwuo na onye Igbo ọbụla na-ekwu na agaghị akwado Peter Obi na onye ahụ amaghị eme, ma nyekwa ndị dị otu a ndụmọdụ ka ha chee ezigbo echiche tupu ha gaa n'iru ịdị na-ekwu okwu. Na ọ bụ oke n'ọrụ dịrị onye Igbo ọbụla ịtụnyere Maazị Peter Obi iji wee hụ na o nwere mmeri ka ala Igbo wee bụrụ ihe dị n'udo. Gị onye ọma na-ege ntị, ugbu a aga m enye gị ohere ka ị kirie ihe onyonyo a. Biko gbaa mbọ dee ebumnobi gị n'okpuru ihe onyonyo a, ma gị echefukwala ịpịnye aka na mgbịrịgba anyị iji wee na-anata ozi anyị kwa mgbe. Udo dịrị gị, gị onye ọma gere ntị.